Oh, say.
That's why you should never trust dolphins, folks.
I love how it's like, yes, no context. But anyone that knows the animals will be like, yeah, we probably know what you're on about.
Exactly. Do some research on dolphins and you'll know what I'm on about.
I want to go back to that zoo sometime, though, that one where we saw the dolphins, because that was a fun one, wasn't it, Rebecca? Although,
Yeah, it was.
if that was the one where we saw the dolphins, that one was Gran Canaria, so the one with the volcano was Benidorm. Because it's also where we saw that little red squirrel following us on the pathways. What else did we see?
Ew.
I'm trying to remember what else we saw at those ones that were cool. Oh, we saw those little deer with like little vampire teeth.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. They had like a little pack of those and they were adorable.
Yeah. Musk deer.
Yeah.
Or Chinese water deer. Both of them have tusks.
Dick.
Dick dicks, no. Not dick dicks.
We also saw, like, they look just like foxes, but they're called D-holes. And for some reason, that name's just funny to me. Anyway, greetings everyone, welcome back to the Devil Darlings. Fun animal trivia edition.
Fun fact about D-holes. They can fucking kill tigers.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. They had a giant tiger enclosure at that zoo as well, but they were like renovating the main area where you could see him near the glass.
What you didn't know, though, was the reason why they had to renovate it was because there was an encounter between the D-holes and the tiger.
Actually, I think their enclosures were nearby, but no, the one that they were closest to enclosure-wise was the porcupines.
Well, it was the porcupines that got them then.
The porcupines are adorable. I love them. Anyway,
Porcupines will quill you.
we only have 5 players with us today. Wait, no, 4 and me. What am I talking about?
Yeah.
So, for sake of numbers, we're going to skip the intro. Mainly because, you know, there's a greater chance of it being me.
No one's gonna complain.
No one's going to say anything. No one watches these.
Exactly, but no one's gonna. None of us are gonna complain about skipping the intro.
I'm not going to lie, I was waiting for Rebecca to contradict just to contradict sake.
What, started singing as Bobby Bob?
And then that Trickstem died.
Oh, no. That happened yesterday in Metopia when I were playing it. Mariah and Trickstem had a falling out because Mariah shot Trickstem out of a cannon.
Sounds like something she would do.
No, quite literally, because she's playing the tank class. Because she's the tank class, she has a attack theory. It's like, oh yeah, no, I'm going to pick one of my random teammates and fire him out of a cannon as a human cannonball. It'll deal a lot of damage to the enemy, but it's a chance of making the person be angry with me. She did it to Trickster, like that was the last straw, just as Mariah's there grinning innocently. Also, I rescued Codi in that. Codi was strapped to a suit of armor, so if Codi ever dies, that's another thing you can add to your armor set, Allo. Anyway, now comes the tricky part of me trying to remember what actually happened last time.
I unleashed a giant fetus.
Yeah, the fetus.
Well, first things first, you went down to the left where you found a giant pit of acid that Codi was almost lost to.
We have fetus.
Yep, it had a giant gelatinous cube in it too. I believe it was Allo and... Who was with you, Allo? It were you and someone else that found a load of treasures.
It was Allo
yeah.
and Grace.
Yeah, it was.
Grace.
It was Allo and Grace, yeah. I don't know why you're asking that, but quite literally the icons are here for it. Codi went into a room, found a load of dead bodies, and a load of bodies that still weren't dead but were undergoing some changes, so she put them out of their misery. Trickstem basically entered what was a giant womb and found a giant fetus, which has started coming to and is now attacking you all. If I recall right, Codi was in the room, Trickstem was in the room, Allo had rushed to the room, I know that much, because Codi were the one slicing all the things off for it.
Yeah.
So I am going to transition you, if I click the right button and not the button for the icons, to this lovely little nightmare.
Yeetus the fetus. Oh, it's animated.
To this lovely little nightmare. Oh, it's animated. I hate that.
Why not animate it? I mean, why not add to the horror?
Pretty much.
Eesh.
I am going to need
I mean,
some lovely initiatives.
that is definitely nightmare fuel, though.
I'm never having kids.
It's the defining thing for Rebecca, just that.
I'm never having kids.
That's all she'll see now for the rest. Whenever anyone brings up kids.
So
That image.
Trickstem got a 8. Let me just
Uno momento.
open up the documents so I can get this thing up. Because I do have stats for this thing. Codi got a 19, Allo got a 12. I'll place you and Grace down near the bottom of the map because you'd be outside the room at this moment.
Why am I forgetting? Oh, there is. Forgetting how to roll initiative for some reason. Oh, for love.
There
Sorry,
is
I'm
that.
just. Oh,
Oh yes, we should probably note that as well. If Dion seems a bit sleepy or a bit sluggish in this one, it's because she's had her first jab. She is helping the world.
I am now partially immune to COVID.
Aside
Or-
from, you know, that one aside from that one variant.
It's called Evie.
Well, actually, the Pfizer's more resistant to the variants as well, so. Anyway. No,
Anyway, bong.
I was going oof because these nachos are really spicy.
Oh look, the fetus got a 14.
Yeetus the fetus.
So the order would be Codi, Fetus, Allo, Trickstem, Grace. I'm going to say the others are currently overlooking the other hall at the moment, so if you're wondering where Miasma, Banfliff, and Uylz are, that's where. Unless we end up getting an Inferno halfway through. So, Codi, it would be your turn first to deal with a fetus. As this thing just kind of crawls towards you. That will hit. Okay. Oddly enough. Okay, so first things first.
Mm-hmm.
As you hit it, it does deal
Yep.
damage. It does. You feel your blade got to smack it. And as you bring your blade down onto it, it sinks into the flesh a bit, and then the skin and the flesh begin to harden like stone.
Ah,
Meaning,
second one.
the second one does hit as well. Yeah, yep, so it will be taking the full 4 there. Roll your third attack. Because you will notice that the fire does do more damage to it. Whereas your normal sword attacks seem to be not doing as much, just purely because of the stone-like skin now.
Yes.
Yep, 20 hits. So that is a full 9, and I need to halve these other ones. This is where a calculator would be handy to hand. Where's my phone?
It's resistant flashing, basically.
Yes. Kind of. You'll see. Let me just
Okay.
try and work this out first. So it's 15 divided by 2. It's always rounded down, I believe. Or have I been doing rounded down or rounded up?
Mm-hmm.
Rounded down for ease's sake. So 7 plus another 7 plus a 9. 7 plus 7. plus 9 plus 9. 32 damage. It's almost as if I'm bad at maths.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm done with those nachos. They're way too spicy for me to eat anymore.
Oof. It is.
They're good. Spicy.
It is Babu's turn. Codi, you watch its skin reset to a soft, fleshy-like substance.
I need you to post that picture in Reject Microphone in the other chat with no context, Leigh.
What, the baby?
Yeah.
I'm wondering how many people would actually get the reference and get what that's from.
Gigantamax Uniqueless.
Oh god! Now, do you remember when I was saying last time that the whole idea of this fetus monster was based off a few things, including a background from Darkstalkers? Yeah, this is the background from Darkstalkers. That's quite literally what's in the background of the
It's
boss
lovely,
fight.
really.
So,
Very
Trickstem,
artistic.
Codi, you watch this thing shudder as its eyes just scrunch up and its mouth opens wide. And I'm going to need a dex save from you both.
Typing something.
Oh, this is just about to fail. So, unfortunately,
Dex save. So
yeah, dex save. Cody, you pass. You manage to just about get out the way. You'll only be taking half damage. Trickstem, unfortunately, you just about failed. The DC for this is 14. So you watch as this thing just projectile vomits an acidic-like substance all over you all. So,
Wait, sorry. The rest was a Rolodex then.
not you two. You two aren't in the room yet.
Oh right. Just because it said. Oh right. It's when you said it all. Oh yeah, because we're outside. Because
Yeah.
you just said it all. I was like,
You two will be coming in on your turns.
Coolio. Sorry.
Cody, take 7. Trickstem, take 14. And this is acid damage. And I need to make a little mark here to let it know that it needs to try and get its recharge going. And that is its attack done for today. Not for today, for its turn. That's its attack done for today. We'll see you all next week. So yes, that is its turn done. Because it has to choose between either doing some slams or a puke. Allo, you're hearing some horrific noises coming from this room. And you just peek your head in just to watch this shower just flow over Cody and Trickstem of acidy vomit.
Yeah. I assume that we're fighting this thing. So
it decided to attack us. So yeetus the fetus.
yeetus the fetus. How big is this room exactly?
As big as it looks here, it's quite a smallish room compared to the other ones you've been in.
Okay.
The walls do seem to be throbbing with a heartbeat as well. But it's more like you're hearing like a watery boom, boom, boom from around it.
I would like to cast Wall of Fire.
Wall of fire? Okay.
If
Whereabouts are you placing this wall?
possible, I'd like for it to be either like this or just a small circular. I don't want getting Cody.
Okay. So, which are you doing? The wall or the circle or the wall itself?
Circle might. Yeah, the circle.
Okay, so we don't have to measure out a circle. We know it's as wide as it's talking at the moment. Put the rules there. Let me see what I need to roll for that. Okay. So it's only each creature within its area must make a dex save. On a failed save, it takes 5 fire damage, or half as much. Okay. So let me just see first of all. On the 20. It fails. It will be taking the full damage. So roll your damage.
Cool. Going to be 5. 32 damage.
Okay, and it is making its reaction. Codi, you watch this thing squirm as the flames erupt from around it. And instead of its skin growing hard, this time its skin starts to grow translucent. And you see all the sickly organs within its body
Ugh.
just flailing. Trickstem, you would see this as well. I need you two, since you're the only two within 10 foot, to make me a Constitution save.
1 second.
You just
Oh.
about pass.
I rolled a 5.
Trickstem passes as well. I have made a note here saying, if passed, no roll needed beyond that if it ever does this again. So you two are fine. However, I do need to roll a percentile. Also, I should probably state what would happen if you failed that. You would have been sickened.
Ah.
Okay, it did not get 15 or below it, so what damage did you roll again there, Allo?
What? 30.
30, what, sorry?
32.
32, okay. So
Leigh.
it is on. Yes?
Later, when you get a chance, you need to look at the reactions to that GIF in Reject Microphone in the other chat. I posted it, and the reactions are amazing.
That explains the ass. Guys, please at Leigh to yeetus the fetus. I agree. Yeetus the fetus. Sweetums man fetus. Sweetums man fetus. You read that corner. The boss we are currently fighting. What the hell is that thing? Yeet that thing right the F now. Earthbound D&D understood. Why are there dicks on the floor? Can you delete the game?
Oh, Lord.
So, is that your turn there, Allo?
Yes, because I do not want.
Trickstem. You're dripping
Yes.
dripping with acidic puke. You're just watching this thing squirm in flames.
An idea. So how close are people to this
Codi is right
baby?
next to it. You are 10 foot away. 5 foot away, sorry.
Oh, never mind. I am not
Allo
setting myself
is
on fire
25
today.
foot away. Allo is 25 foot away. Allo tries to
Well,
react I'm not
I
setting
was.
myself up. I mean, you're not in close combat with it, so you could back up.
Yeah, I could, but then I don't want to hurt Codi with a fireball.
Just to quickly remind you, Fireball's range is 20 foot, if I recall.
Yeah.
So if you did it like, you don't have to always do it on the enemy. You always choose a point. So if you did it like there, actually that would still be hitting Codi. If you did it right to the corner, it would not be hitting Codi, but it'd be still hitting the monster.
Oh, I could do that.
That is a thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Okay. Let me make a dex. First things first, what level are you casting at?
Level 3.
Okay, so basic. 17. Does that pass or does that fail? Let me just check, just to help you out with that. I say that, and it takes ages to load up the character sheet. I believe that would be Defender wins.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
unfortunately, it does pass that, so it's only taking half, but it's still 8d6 damage. Granted, it's 8d6 halved, but 8d6 is nothing to be sniffed at. So roll as 8d6. Let's see how this goes. 27. 27 halved, 17. 7, 17, 16, 15, 14. 13 damage. It is not enjoying this. It is not enjoying being flame broiled. So you just watch as Trickstem just rubs his hand together, just whips out a fireball, tosses it into the corner. You just watch the walls ripple from force as this thing just erupts out and scorches this baby. Grace, you
Yeah.
finally pee your head around to see a baby trapped in a flaming ring. A baby
Right,
that,
okay.
to be fair, is massive.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like it was just shot out of Satan's asshole.
Oh no, she looks horrified beyond belief right now. Like you know that famous portrait scream, kind of like that, but somehow worse. That sort of horrified. Let's see, 5, 10.
The worst part is,
5.
I already know what noises this thing had been making as well. Rebecca? It'd been making the baby noises from Resident Evil Village.
Ugh.
5, 10, 15. 20, 25. Okay, that should be a safe sub position, I think. Is that a safe position for Shatter?
Shatter's range is what again, sorry?
It's I want to say 10. I'll confirm.
I mean, yeah, again, like, even if you just did it at this point.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, we can. Yeah, I can sort of choose where. No, but
Because
I'll
if I
just
recall right,
confirm.
Shatter doesn't happen right in front of you, does it?
Not right in front.
Or you can choose where Shatter
Yeah.
originates from.
So there
Yeah,
is safe points around the back end of this baby that you can shatter.
10-foot radius sphere.
Yep, so that is safe.
I'm gonna cast it at because she's like she's like crying right now. She just wants to put this thing out of its misery. So she's gonna cast this at the highest slot she has, which I believe is 4th level.
Okay.
So that's
Do I make a
5.
save on this, or do you just roll to hit?
Whoops.
If I
Hang
recall
on.
right for Shatter, it's a dex
A
save?
save? Yeah, it's save. It's a con save, isn't
Oh,
it?
it's a con save.
I believe.
Hmm?
I strongly believe it's a con save, though. I'll confirm. Constitution saving throw. Yeah.
Okay, so it gets a +3 to this. And I'm assuming a 13 still fails.
It goes off her spell save DC, doesn't it?
Yes.
So it's 17. So yeah.
Yep, so it's taking full damage.
All right. And that's 5d8.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing that wrong. 13 damage. I've noticed 13's coming up a lot in this.
Mm-hmm.
It's worrying.
13's a lucky number.
Looking a bit.
We're gonna die.
I think it's a lucky number. Don't need the superstition.
Cody.
Yeah.
The room is starting to smell of flame-broiled baby.
Ugh. Reminds me of the baby pits back in hell.
I'm gonna say, Trickstem, you definitely heard her say that. 30 will hit.
Come on.
Yep. That's 20 damage. Yep. 31 damage so far. Yep. 41, 55 damage. So...
How many damage?
You're in 5 foot of me, Trickstem. No!
Oh no!
I think that's
Oh, would
correct.
this thing be classed as an undead?
I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
It never
but
technically
still-
had the chance to die before it
I'm
was turned
sorry.
into a bomb.
Oh, no, you're not within 5 foot of the target. You're safe, thank God.
I said it was 55.
Is it?
Fire starter. It's deadly to whoever's
Yeah,
near
that's correct.
near this target.
Oh right, is that what you're doing? Okay.
Any
No, I was
creature
just
within
thought it
5
was
foot of the
some-
target takes the fire damage. Yeah, no. Your Trickstem is luckily 10 foot away.
Oh, exactly.
Oh no, wait, no.
I thought it was something related to the class or the race. I was like,
I
was
keep
this
forgetting if
class
you
and
measure
race?
from the... Yeah, you measure from the token zone, yeah. It's 5 foot to get in combat with it, but technically
Yeah.
10 foot away from the target you hit, so yeah. That's fine. It is the baby's turn. The baby's skin takes on its more fleshy red appearance rather than its translucent.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Yep. That's the thing. Let me just measure something quickly as it moves to here. Yep. And because it goes in a cone. Yep. You watch it start to hook up as its eyes scrunch up again. And yeah, it's going to unleash another tidal wave of vomit. Because it refreshed with that 5. I need dex saves from Grace, Trickstem, and Codi. Allo is still too far away because it's a 15-foot cone.
It's gross. I'm not getting closer.
Piss.
Oh, no.
It's fine. It's still within the circle.
That is true. I
Give me
will
a-
need to make it do a roll at the end of its turn.
Actually, it doesn't say that you need to roll to see if it's.
Oh,
It
is it
just takes
just...
5d8.
Oh, yeah. That's fine then.
That's
Cody?
going to be a fail, I assume.
Cody, you just about managed to get out of the way again. Trickstem, you just look around as you see this come in, and it's like, oh, not again, and just kind of brace for it. Grace, now you realise why Trickstem was dripping wet,
Mm-hmm.
as this tidal wave of vomit just rushes forth again. So, wow. 4 damage, 2 for Cody. That was a bad roll.
Ugh.
That was an extremely bad roll. To now roll your damage, would you please, Allo?
37.
Okay.
This thing is having a.
It is still up. And given that
And how
happens
much
on
damage
its
did-
turn... What?
Oh, sorry. Did Grace just take damage, or what did it do?
Yeah, you took 4.
Oh, right. That was what the 4 was. I saw
Yeah.
the 4. I was like, really? Is that all? Okay. Didn't know
It
the
got a
number.
nat 1 on the roll.
Oh, fair enough. Okay, cool.
So, unfortunately, it can't. Its body doesn't do anything to the flames because that happens in its turn. But it is now Allo's turn.
Yeah. Unless somebody found something. Go ahead and cast Spirit Guardian because that is apparently not a concentration.
Okay, so you need an icon for your Spirit Guardian.
Well, it is that cloud of little pieces.
Oh yeah, it's the little fairy things, yeah.
Yeah.
I keep
Very
mixing it
mock.
up with a spirit weapon. So, flits around you to a distance of 15 foot for the duration. You get to choose any people that won't be affected by it, so it will be just this thing that gets affected. And
Do I need to be closer?
You will have to get closer for them to affect it because currently all they are doing is licking the back of Trickstem's coat.
Okay, ow.
Trickstem's like,
Yeah,
I'm full of vomit. I'm being licked.
it's essentially akin to like being licked by a cat. It's just like that kind of rough brush-like tongue.
Are we in range now?
You should be, yes.
Cool.
Yes, you are. So, let me see. Yep. When it enters the area for the first time, or it starts its turn there. Technically, it's entered the area for the first time because you've made it enter the area, so it must make a wisdom save.
Yep.
Okay. So, Allo.
Yeah.
You watch as these little fairies flit up towards this fetus to try gnaw and lash and bite at it. They do nothing to it. And the body doesn't even seem to react to them. Because I'm just going to state this. This is something interesting because I wrote this for other things. But technically it counts for this, given how the spell's written out. This thing has an immunity to anything requiring target to make a wisdom or intelligence save. Something that I planned for mind control stuff. And then I looked at that thing, it's like, must make a wisdom save. Technically counts. I don't know how to work that around that, but given how I've written this creature, that is weird. Actually, no, wait, no, that's... I've written that because it's mind control stuff. I'm going to say this thing will still hit it, but it's going to be, it's just going to be counted as half as much damage. So you can... It will still make the wisdom save, just to see if it halves it again. But trust me, it's not going to pass unless it gets a high roll, because this thing has a negative in this.
How fun.
Defender wins, so yeah, it's always taking a quarter. Like, the best way I could describe it for the reason why it's taken a quarter is these fairies are trying to attack it, but they're also quite disgusted at even getting close to this thing.
So it's taking a quarter of 17 rate.
I mean, technically, spirit guardians don't act like that, but it doesn't matter.
I mean, it says blah blah blah. Let me just check.
They're not living things. They don't really have feelings or emotions or anything like that.
Well, that's just so mean, Dion.
Yeah, but I think we also set a precedence for this in the other fight where she used them where they were being kind of playful. So I think...
These ones just have a...
Yeah, these ones do have a bit of a personality. Just like a flavor thing, but it's also a way to describe why this thing's doing the damage. These things are all doing the little damage they do. Besides just saying this thing has spongy skin.
Spongy skin.
Let me just see. This is technically radiant and necrotic damage, but it's not going to use its ability just yet. So, how much damage? It was 17, so
Fun with the math.
16 halved and then halved again. 8, 4.
Hmm.
I mean, to be fair, it's not concentration, so that's 4 plus the flame each turn.
Yep.
That's not that bad. You're quite literally stacking debuffs. Trickstem, it is your turn. Are you there, Trickstem? You're muted. I think Rebecca may have gone BRB. Oh, no, there we go.
Sorry, my laptop one just crashed, so I had to quickly get onto my phone. Ben, stop. Anyway, let's do some magic missile.
Okay, that's a nice easy one. What level are you casting it at?
Let's do level 4 just to be spicy.
Do you need me to roll it for you?
Is it 4d4 plus 4, or is it 5d4?
It's 3d4 plus 4 at level... Wow, my brain is actually derping on me tonight. Give me a moment. Magic Missile's usually the one that I remember a lot where it starts level-wise. It's level 1. What am I talking about? 3d4, 4d4, 5d4, 3d4, 4d4, 5d4. It'd be 64 plus 6 at level 4. Okay. And as these magic missiles rush to hit it, its skin grows translucent once more. Unfortunately, Allo is 15 foot away. She doesn't notice it as well. Grace, you definitely see this skin go translucent. I'm going to need you to make me a con save. Codi and Trickstem, since you passed last time, you do not need to make this again. You're used to this thing's trick by now.
Yeah.
Grace, unfortunately, you are sickened.
We're just kind of like, you're just gross.
Yeah, no, you're so close. You can quite literally see all this thing's diseased and rotting organs just fluctuating in pain inside of it.
This is why it needs to die.
And I do need to roll that percentile. Let's see what happens. Haha, the answer to life, the universe, and everything, but not the number I needed.
What's the I'm actually have to check the spell now. I've got it here. Fireball. 20-foot circle radius. Into the point. Okay.
Like,
Is this, I assume it's my turn soon.
unless Trickstem's going to move, that it will be your turn.
Not moving.
Not
Okay.
moving?
Grace, it'll be your turn.
Alright.
I was about to say you are sickened, so anything you make will be with disadvantage until you're not sickened, but given you've been saying fireball, that's less a roll on you and more a roll on me.
Right. Yeah. Assuming this thing's in obviously a 20-foot. This thing's obviously within that range, right? Without obviously, yeah, because the squares are. I wouldn't want to miscalculate.
It's more a
hit
case
someone.
of I'm trying to work out somewhere where you could hit it with 20 foot. Because I did originally say this corner is fine,
Yeah.
but now you'll be getting yourself in that.
Oh, right. You call us 5 foot squares, yeah. Yeah. I thought I could do it as well. That's a shame.
Yeah, like there is nowhere that you could do it that won't hurt someone at this point.
How high is the ceiling?
Fireballs, isn't it?
The ceiling
Okay.
isn't that high, unfortunately.
That's out.
I get where you're going from. You could try and cast it on the ceiling, but it's not that high.
Fine, it's still getting.
Oh yeah, no.
Does this look?
Oh yeah, it's looking. Well, this is the thing. Normally, it'd be difficult to tell, given it's a giant demon fetus creature. But given its more translucent skin now, You are seeing that its
Yeah.
organs have taken quite a lot of damage from these attacks.
They're starting to look.
Yeah, you
Fair
think
enough.
it's starting to look like it's getting on its last legs.
All right. Coolio. Eh. Hmm. All right. In that case, then, I guess she'll just. She's in a safe position to use shatter against it, isn't she? No one's moved within this.
Yeah, no one's moved. Only it's
All
moved,
right.
but yet again, Shatter's like, yeah.
All right. This time at third level, just like as she just reaches out her hand, just says, "May the like just says that like 1,000 curses of pain and death for the beasts that uh that did did this to you
Yep.
before."
It'll only be taking half damage because it passed the con save, but oh god, I've just realised something.
Casting it at base level, so that's 3d8, I believe, or half.
Yeah, I've just realised something, and you're never going to be able to unsee it, unfortunately.
What?
Like, I see the pulsing going in through the Urquhart's umbilical cord into this thing, but then there's like a tube coming out of its butt that keeps pulsing as well every now and again, with something going through
Yep.
Yeah.
Lovely.
So 7 damage. 4. Yep, that is what damage it is on now. Cody, let's see if you can put this thing out of its misery. And everyone else for that matter. Yep. 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 And yep. Okay, so I need to calculate these numbers. 29, 39, 42, 52, 58. Now I need to minus 58 off this number. Minus 58 equals... Oh, yeah. Through its translucent skin, you're seeing massive ruptures now, and lots of internal bleeding starting to happen. The baby's once cries of a mixture of joy and pain are now just becoming cries of pain and frustration. Well,
Once it's over, the baby pits will welcome you.
depending on what roll it rolls here. Nope, you don't also hear you don't also hear cries of it beginning to throw up. It didn't recharge. It does, however, get 2 attacks now. So you watch its skin start to grow back into its fleshy red state, and it reels back one large flabby hand, and it goes to slap Grace. Does an 11 hit you, Grace?
That's her AC actually. So
Defender wins I've been doing in this one, so you are fine.
dodges just by her.
Yep.
Stumbles backwards.
And then it tries to slap Codi. 17 won't beat you. I know this by now. This is my pain.
No. 17 does not beat my AC.
Roll your flames.
Don't forget the fairy guardians.
Yep. Roll your fairy guardians as well.
You know, Leigh, you're right. Now I can't unsee it. It's really just it's something.
Alright, so that's 30 from the flames,
Okay, so
17 from the
you watch this thing writhe around in the flames as the whole room itself begins to shake and convulse and writhe. And the one tendril that's left connected to it, the umbilical cord, begins to pump even harder and faster into this thing. You watch as its form begins to blot out as it gets larger and larger, as its screams of pain continue on desperately.
Thing about to explode.
Alright.
At this point, I would say that it is roughly getting like this kind of dimensions.
Oh, gotta make it bigger.
It is not continuing on the attack though. If anything, this thing is on its back screaming in pain.
I feel like this thing's gonna blow up.
Gracia's like, yeah, I second that.
We could leave the room as long as I've got concentration on it. It should die to the fire. Right?
I should note this just for ease of sake. The flames alone were enough to take it out. This is just its last dying breath kind of thing.
Ah, okay.
But yes, just by the way it is getting larger and the walls are convulsing, you may think you're on the money there, Allo.
In case it blows up, I'm going out of the room.
I mean, yeah, I was thinking yes, obviously that would be the plan.
Given how the walls and floor are convulsing and vibrating, I'm gonna need dex saves. Just to ensure you don't trip up over a giant lump of flesh. Codi manages to get out of the room.
1 minute. Alright.
I'm just saying for a fact that Codi got out because, 24. I don't think 24 is going to be a fail. Turns out the DC was 25. Haha.
Oh, cadoodle-doo. That's not good.
Allo also manages to get out the room. In fact,
Yeah.
Allo, I'm gonna put you in a position you're going to hate me for now. With that 20, you can choose to help one of the two that failed get out, because both Trickstem and Grace failed and have tripped up.
Odds or evens, maybe. Not going to make. Odds, Grace evens. That's a 19, so Grace is getting.
Okay.
Alright.
So you run up and you quickly grab Grace, given Grace was nearer to the door, and just help them out as Trickstem. You just watch on and see this happen. You turn around to see this thing just getting larger and larger.
Oh, fuck.
I will allow you one last dex save with disadvantage to see if you can crawl out of here. I'd say that you got like to around here-ish.
Can we reach in and grab it?
Not without getting caught in the blast yourself, unfortunately.
Oh.
I am looking up to see what would be a nice damage thing for this.
If only someone had made.
Do you know what the saddest part is? There is nothing here to say, oh yeah, no, here's a nice trap thing for an explosion. or something like that. So I'm just going to have to judge from it.
So is this a creature that you designed yourself, or is it from book?
I designed this myself. This is homebrew.
I assumed it was it was homebrew because it was too specific and creepy to be in
Oh
a
yeah.
book.
I mean, yes, but at the same time, I wouldn't be surprised if something like this exists in that new Ravenloft book.
Hmm.
And if it did, Matt Mercer now owes me royalties. I don't know why Matt Mercer.
Mercy didn't.
I don't know why I chose Matt Mercer for that. It's because I forgot the other guy's name, the guy that does the D&D books. The guy that played Spurt. Perkins.
Yeah. Yeah, Perkins.
So, Trickstem, you will be taking 38 damage. As this thing explodes in the room. Are you still up or are you down?
I'm down.
So everyone that managed to get out of the room, you try to go back in to get Trickstem. You hear this explosion and you see Trickstem's body be flung outwards and just slides across the fleshy floor. How much are you down by the way? I need to check this because
I was on 34. So.
okay, I just need to make sure that I haven't killed you by massive damage.
Yeah, that's always a thing to be careful of.
Yeah. So yes, Trickstem is indeed down.
Let's see.
Make me a death save, Trickstem. Just one at the moment.
Ella's
That's
going
20! Never mind!
This tiefling's fine. No one's killing.
Hang on.
Killing.
Fifi, nat 20 on death save. I need to remember how this works. If you roll a 20 on the d20, okay, yeah. I need to see if it counted as like 2 passes or just straight up. So, Trickstem, your eyes groggily open back up as you're just stood, as you just laid on the ground, covered in viscera and blood, and still a bit of puke. Go back up to 1 HP because of that nat 20.
We could
So incredible, I get myself up.
Great.
just very concerned. Just passes.
Whilst Stone in Space Gracious says we should probably get some. We should probably take some time, take a rest. You know.
I can now officially delete the baby from the picture.
Good.
Yep. Second that one.
In all honesty, I don't usually agree with people for the sake of, I don't agree with people. But at the same time, I kind of need to rest too.
Yeah.
I took a few hits.
Do you have anywhere safe to rest?
Probably not. But,
I love sleeping on flesh.
I mean, is there?
You love sleeping on flesh.
I mean, Gracious just looks around to see if there's anything of an.
Was that a bit of Mariah coming through there?
I think so.
Gracious looks around to see if there's anything else of immediate danger where they are, and
Trickstem got so hard.
I assume. Does she see anything? Hear anything? Anything looks?
All you hear is a increased heartbeat.
Well, minus that perfect thumping. Gestures to where she can hear the heart. I
The
think
heart is coming from, well, the heartbeat is coming from, if I go back to here, it is coming from the hall where the others are gathered around.
Oh, okay. Right, okay. Yeah, so minus that, I think we're...
There is an option for safe rest, I think. Allo. Mirror.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Does the mirror only let you through, or does it let anyone else through too?
because I don't think Raka really described exactly how it works. I don't think it'll work for enemies, but it might work for us.
I'd say so.
Isn't there a description?
I'm basically going to be counting this mirror as the equivalent of that tower that we had in the Wednesday game. Just like somewhere nice and little safe to rest, but with one caveat.
Hmm.
At least one person at all times is going to have to remain outside the mirror, just to ensure no one steals the mirror.
Yeah.
But for
Allo
sakes
will
of purposes this time, I will say Banfliff will stay out and guard the mirror.
Yeah, Allo was going to give it to.
Just purely because Banfliff can probably just hide somewhere and hide it in their bark.
Eh.
So anyway, I'll let you describe this.
Allo's going to pull out the mirror and look at Codi. Okay, this may be a little weird, but I think you all could fit in this.
You want us to go into your mirror?
Yes.
The one that, you know, like the mirror we spoke to Evil Lady through.
This is not the evil spirit, the evil mirror. X gave it to me before, you know.
Sadly, that doesn't make me feel any better.
It's safe, I promise. I'll even go in with you.
Okay.
So, Allo's just going to tap the mirror. I think if you touch it, you should go in.
That sounds like some cursed shit.
Cody, do you want to rest safely, or do you want to be out here?
I mean, I do want to rest, but also,
I mean,
you
it's
can't blame me for being cautious about getting sucked into a magic mirror.
It's fine, I know how to get out. Do you not trust me?
No, I trust you. It's just, Ix wasn't really Ix towards the end there.
Please trust.
Fine.
Do you trust me? I trust you. I just don't trust X. Please trust me. But I just said I trust you. So,
Like, it's you I trust. Ix.
as this argument's going on, Uylz has just rushed up and tapped the mirror and just vanished into it, just like a.
Sorry.
Well, he's gone.
Looks like it works.
I will not mourn him.
I mean, you've
Wow.
seen me go in and out of it.
She just Gracia stands up and goes to just. She just stands up, huffs, and just. She goes on through.
Okay. So you.
Oh wait, before she.
Oh, go on.
Before she does actually, she does look to Allo and just say, "Thank you for that. I'd say I owe you one, but the polymorph trick before probably evens us out and gives us like a little sort of half smile before walking through."
Grace taps the mirror, and Grace ends up warping through.
Cody will hesitantly touch mirror.
Yep. Cody warps on through.
Yeah.
Vacuum
Miasma
sound.
will come up and just like kind of hoist up Trickstem, who's probably like still aching. Just tap his hand to the mirror to warp him through. Before warping through a cell. And I'm assuming you just hand it to Banfliff then?
Yep, very serious face as I just put the mirror.
He just takes it. It's like, it will be safe with me, do not worry.
Good.
I'll just hide myself among the bodies.
Had that one giant tree get hit.
Oh, look, this is what happens when you swallow a seed.
So, we're in Allo's workshop now.
Yep. you find yourself in what seems to be, if I recall right, this is like a loving recreation of what Allo's home was back in Yarno.
Yeah, but you probably got pictures and stuff of all.
Oh, you know, it's a bit nicer, a bit fancier. A bit before it got wrecked. And before you seems to be some kind of spectral figure. Just watching you all enter. And as soon as Allo enters through, the figure will walk up to her. I assume these are with you.
Yeah.
I can't do the voice proper, but Codi and Trickstem, you would instantly recognize this voice. This is Orni's voice.
Huh? No.
I've been kind of working on something.
Creepy. Kind of creepy, dude.
I'm calling it a memory golem. It's supposed to be pretty useful.
Grace just goes to sort of just goes to sit in what's the sort of surroundings in this? Is it like a sort of
The best way to describe it is if you mixed a. Well, sorry. Go on. I'll let you describe it, Allo.
Hmm?
Well, this is your home. It would
the
be better for
mirror?
you
How
to
does it
describe it.
look inside?
Well,
Sort of thing?
on one side of the building, you'll be able to see a very nice forgery workshop type
Mm-hmm.
with assorted tools, and then on the other side, kind of like a nice, cozy cottage type / cavern type thing.
Oh, okay.
Places
like-
to sleep, places.
Cody's just kind of Allo. It's like, if I wasn't comfortable being here before, I certainly am not with that guy stood right there.
There is something that you two would notice, however, Cody and Trickstem. It's flipped. It's basically mirror image of what it was. So where, as soon as you entered beforehand, you'd have the forge right ahead and then everything else to your left. It is now to your right. Because essentially you're in the mirror version.
Just kind of being in the place where, kind of weird.
Yeah, whilst they're having this conversation, Grace has just sort of walked over to where the tavern bit would be and just sort of sat down, sort of staring down at the oak.
I'm also assuming, just for a bit of flavour here, Allo, that the windows in this place would reveal an
And,
outside area that cannot be reached from within. Just like
Yeah, I
it's
imagine so.
mimicking the outsides of Yarno. But let's
Before
just
the
say one,
zombie apocalypse.
yeah, before the zombies came. Like a nice little bustling town.
Grace just like speaks of his the people that the people that did this, they quite widespread, this cult.
What
Is
do you
it
mean?
like are they everywhere? Are they like spread out across the land, various places and whatnot?
I mean, we kind of dealt with the cult. The rats were the cult. These are just kind of beasts.
Right. I just wanna find whoever did. I just wanna deal with the people that did this officially is all.
Dude, I'm pretty sure we're inside whatever did this. Or on it, at least.
Culty Thief was kicked out of cult.
True.
Now Culty Thief have to go work in Ricky's shop.
Well, that's true, isn't it?
T-Thief sells restricted materials.
I guess I'll take great pleasure in bringing it down then.
I'm sorry, I'm just imagining now Kiwi has quite literally just hired all the thieves in the shop now.
All of them doing different things.
Oh. Trickstem, you've just been helped over to like a sofa or a bed just to lay down in, given you are quite badly hurt at this point.
Yeah.
And from where you are laying, there is a nice view of a window across the way. But
Oh.
it seems a bit unusual because instead of just facing outwards to what you would assume to be more of Yarno, given the rest of the windows, this seems to lead out to a small field. A field that seems to have 4 stones standing within it.
Is there anything else, or is it just that?
I'll let you make me a perception. These stones, at first, they seem a bit unusually shaped. Then you realize they're more statues.
Oh.
Statues that are oddly familiar looking, but you can't place why from this distance and at your current state.
Yeah, he's probably gonna pass out any second, but he will still be looking at them.
Yep. Mias was just like following your gaze and then just kind of shrugs. Goes back to what
Cody,
she's doing.
find an area to curl up.
Cody's curling up.
Cody will find an area to curl up in.
You head over towards the forge where it's nice and warm to curl up. You find a cat curled up there instead.
I shift the cat aside and take its spot.
The cat just stares at you. It's like, now how rude, I say, how rude. I found that spot first.
It can talk.
I'm making a Jericho joke.
Like, I know that, Leigh, but also Cody does not.
I know. There's no cat though. That's what I'm getting at. I was just making a little funny lols. So, yep, you curl up in front of the furnace. Grace, what are you doing before rest?
Just I mean, not really, not anything really. Just actually, wait a minute. This will be a long rest. You get all spell slots and stuff back, right?
Yes, you do. You get your
So
HP up to max, get all your spell slots back, get anything that's you get back on a long rest.
I guess she'd be like. So would she be able to prepare new spells and rearrange some spells and stuff?
You'd have time to do that.
Okay, so that's probably what she'd be doing before, like crashing just
Yep.
in a corner somewhere.
You
But,
do that in the morning when you get up.
Okay.
oh right, that's the morning. Okay.
You meant to do it in the morning.
All right. Oh right. Okay.
It doesn't
Cool.
matter. It's just a thing.
Yeah. So
Okay. Yeah.
you're all led to areas where you can try and get some rest. For the most part, it's just chairs and such because there's not that many beds in here. But they're comfy enough chairs. And as you rest for the night passes with no issue. You all actually feel nice and safe in here. And as morning rises, there is
Mm-hmm.
food set out on the table for you. Seems that the memory golem is actually quite good at keeping house. You're not too sure where they're getting the supplies, but they're getting supplies.
That thing still creeps me out beyond belief.
And then you'll watch as after it set out all the food for you, it just calls you over and be like, come, dine. Just looks to Allo, major favourite. It will then
Hey.
take what seems to be 4 bouquets of flowers and phase through the wall towards the 4 statues you saw, Trickstem.
Hello? Can we have a talk?
Hmm?
You have quite literally reanimated your dead stepfather to be your own personal butler in this realm.
It's not really him. That is soul or anything.
I know, but it doesn't make it any less weird.
Sorry. He'll come.
We watched him die, Allo.
Yeah.
I'm not mad, I'm just distressed.
Allo,
Mm.
can you please make me a wisdom save?
Couldn't have at least give us a heads up?
I think I did mention it, but you guys were at a net
What did you get there, sorry?
20 essentially.
Oh, okay. Because you're breaking in and out a little bit for me, so I missed that. Codi, for a second, upon Allo getting a little bit of a sad face, you think you see the world warp slightly before returning back to normal. Doesn't
Yeah,
really
okay.
Doesn't really seem
So,
to be that many changes after the warp.
As grateful as I am for a place to sleep, this place weirds me out a lot.
Not sure why it weird.
Well, one, that forge that I slept next to last night is what I accidentally knocked your late father into.
I know.
And then, seeing Oni wandering around.
I should probably take the time to mention it's not a perfect creation. It's actually slightly off-colored.
Yeah.
Still Oni, though.
This sounds like quite the sad tale. Grace perks up and says,
And died. Killed by my dead kind of brother.
very sad. A rather sad tale, yes.
Who I'm going to murder. One of these days.
At this point, the figure would just walk back through the wall without the bouquets of flowers.
Codi would be doing the weird cat thing of just kind of going slightly below the table and just watching it from over the edge.
Yeah.
Yeah. No light.
If anyone would care to do so, I will let you also have a perception at those statues. Trickstem, you can have a look again if you want to. Allo, you'll already know what it is. But
Well, I already know
Be too concerned with the Oni thing.
in character-wise, you'd know what they are. Out of character-wise, I may need to explain it, but I was just seeing if anyone else got it. Trickstem has. Trickstem, does your body ache slightly just from resting and that lot? Your body's back to full health. You take the time to look at those odd statues again, and you recognize four figures. A olden looking elf, quite wizened looking. A large masked tiefling. A large ragdoll-like being, and a small bat folk.
So it's kind of like a graveyard.
Pretty much.
Wow, this place is really fucked up. At least it.
we're talking about this earlier reflection of Allo's mind.
Anyway, not as messed up as mine would be.
Oh no!
Male tieflings everywhere.
I'm just going to say two words. Dion will probably be the only. Dion and Michael will be the only two probably to get this. But I imagine the inside of Trickstem's mind to be the lusty nymph.
Oh god. Cody's just like, I mean, I don't think there's much in my. Well, to be fair, in mine, you'd probably see the corners of hell. So I guess that'd be disturbing for you guys.
No, it's just enter Codi. It's like entering Cuphead.
It pretty much is. That's the thing. For Codi, it's not like she's seen it all. Also, she sees it through this weird cartoony rubber band cartoon lens.
That's what I mean. It's like here it's like nice and somber, probably a bit of like relaxing music and such. Yeah, it's a Codi's, and the first thing you just hear is like.
I mean,
And then it's just kind of like you're just there. You see the baby pit she's talking about is literally a pit of just babies jumping out of the fire. Like
it's like popcorn.
Get to see real band versions of our characters, so that'd be pretty cool in that situation.
Oh, that's the thing. Everyone else has seen, apart from like some people in the party have seen how Codi sees everything.
Yeah. Oh god, that was like. Oh, how long ago was that?
Like, because they got to see how Codi sees everything. It's like, do you always see like that? Like what? Like, oh shit, she actually does just see everything like that.
I get the feeling that was like within the first 10 sessions.
Might have been. It was when you did the whole dream thing.
Yeah.
Back when some
Oh, yeah, I remember the dream one.
Yeah, back when he was in it.
Yeah, back when Pixie and Samara was there.
You just saw like freaking Codi's weird mental vision of the world.
Yeah, I remember that now.
But Codi just, yeah, no, sorry, Allo. This place makes me very uneasy.
I will say, like, as Grace is just like slowly picking and eating at some fruit, she sort of looks over at the statues, sort of solemnly, I guess, because
Anyone sad or scared or unpleasant emotions that you would put out for like 24 hours?
I mean, you can usually sense these things anyway, can't you, Codi?
Yeah.
You'd sense that Grace is feeling utterly depressed.
Like the pressure from Grace and probably a bit of discomfort or uneasiness from Trickstem.
Okay.
Jumps over to Grace as part of the table.
Hi.
So she's like, hello.
Have you fed from Grace before? Has Grace seen you feed before?
I don't think she has.
This should be interesting now. I'll let you two do this.
What are you doing?
Codi just kind of goes,
Just relax, okay?
She just nods.
And Codi's just gonna rub up against her like a cat. And the kind of emotions will start seeping out into Codi. Like you'll be able to actually see the energy come off you.
Okay, so she can see it. It's like, okay. Yeah, she just looks around like afterwards, like, kind of. I swear I was feeling a lot of remorse for that poor, what was once a child, a baby, just a minute ago.
You don't feel depressed, remorse, or anything like that. You can't for the next 24 hours.
Yeah. Ergo, she's like, she says that out loud, obviously talking past tense, like.
Just kind of just stands up, stretches, like
breakfast,
and then just kind of goes.
But seriously, ugh, I actually really don't like the taste of sad emotions. They suck.
You just pull out the little flask of happy emotions and just shoot it down with that.
Like,
literally a barrel.
She's like, yeah, they're not fun.
She literally has to do that stuff, Leigh.
Like, yeah, they're not fun. I felt like I was searching for answers for a while then, desperately in a pit of heavy sadness. What just happened exactly?
Do you realise the most evil thing I could do is have someone replace that barrel of happy emotions with a barrel of the 4X stuff Jamie has in his game?
You said...
Just kind of looks as like...
Oh, right, you're new. I can't eat normal food. And neither can Una. Well, we can, it just makes us feel sick.
Mm-hmm.
We are psychovores. We eat emotion.
Huh. That is
It's not
fascinating.
not gone forever. Like in 24 hours, it'll come back in a really harsh wave. But, you know.
She gets out her little notebook. I must find a library at our earliest convenience, and just notes down what Codi just said.
I'm just imagining just like a
Cody
day
kinda-
of
Oh.
grace just being like happier and joyful and that lot. Then as soon as it hits like midnight, and depression.
Well, this is the thing. Cody kind of looks at you making notes about her, takes the book, takes the page out, and he goes,
Wait,
"No."
Why? It's fascinating.
No sharing knowledge about my kind ever.
Okay.
People use that shit to hunt us, so no.
Oh. My apologies. I did not know. I will not look into that then. I will not,
I can't help but look at the tiny little Cody meat every time you're talking now. Just imagining that face talking.
Kind of looks at her and says, like, just kind of pulls up the fur on her chest to reveal the brand, and is like,
That's what happens when people know shit about our kind.
that's awful.
Una's got worse.
It's awful what people do to. Well, it's awful how people. What happens to just how you know when people get curious, they want to just poke
It's
and
not
stare at
even
things.
that. It's because we're fiends. We're literally from hell.
See,
There are orders of people who hunt us because we're from hell. Because we're fiends. They automatically assume we're dangerous. Namirs aren't. Kinda.
I mean,
More.
Try to blow some up.
I mean, you don't seem all that dangerous. A bit wild, but dangerous. Not sure if I'd say dangerous.
Explain this. Namirs are children. Hi, Umpa. And we don't grow up. We're kids forever. But down in hell, no one really dies when we play tricks on them.
Mm-hmm.
Up here, people die easier. So Namirs, when they first come up here, sometimes make casualties. But just because they don't really understand how squishy people are,
That would make sense.
we just like to play tricks and have fun. And I didn't try to blow people up. Allo. That was my sister, I think.
Oh, it was Guy, I think.
Flashbang?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it was Freddy Flashbang.
He went on to make a pizzeria, I think.
There's also, there was my sister, though, as well. She liked to blow things up.
Eva Explosions, if I recall right.
Yeah. Eva Explosions. I wonder if she's doing okay.
Just cuts back to the cave you found it. It's now just a smouldering crater where she was.
I'm sure she's having a whale of a time based on what you just said.
She likes to blow things up. But now I have my other sister.
just tops down and just cuddles Una.
Una's not there.
Oh yeah, Una's not there. She's up top, isn't she?
Una was
Gracious
helping
life.
Banflip, but never came to when Banflip entered.
Yeah, I hope she's okay. Laying low with Click Clack.
Oh yeah,
The other animals. Well, they're probably gone now. But her and Click Clack.
Oh yeah, she looks around realizing that obviously, yeah, we didn't We are yeah, just remembering that we had some party members distracting. It's like, oh yeah, I do hope they're okay as well. Actually,
I haven't really sensed any distress from her direction, so
right.
I'm hoping that she's fine.
Well, and for first being able to like, did what's his name stay behind? The tree. I forget
Yes,
his name.
Bamflip is still holding the mirror.
Yeah, Empress taking care of
Oh,
the mirror.
Bamflip's holding the mirror. That's one. Yeah, I thought so. I thought so. Yeah, yeah, of course. It's like, right. Well, I'm sure she. Yeah, as you say, I'm sure she's just like laying low. This hard place was that hard place out there was a castle at one point, and then it became a flesh golem. I'm just getting my head around that now.
Well, my brother was the one who built this place. The bad he isn't here. Well, I'm kind of glad he isn't because it's dangerous. But at the same time,
Ah, yes, the architect.
He built this
Yeah.
place.
the architect.
He built this place. Did he? Like the whole place with the flesh golem and everything, or was?
He built everything down here, and then it was taken over. Like,
Oh,
long time ago. By these old heroes. Some of them are just misguided, corrupted, and being manipulated. Like, that's what we found out about
Smitty.
our friend.
This is Smitty.
Yes, Smitty.
huh.
That's what we found out about Smitty. He thought he was
Right.
doing it for the good of things, and then he was mind controlled, and we saved him, and then we reincarnated him. So then he had a
Yeah.
body again.
He was mind controlled, and then he was a mind.
Yeah, I remember.
Literally a brain in a jar.
Yeah, I remember that one. I was,
And then the rats, well, they were just trying to bring their king back, and then they didn't succeed, and then they didn't bother even fighting us once I took the crown.
Oh god, I've just realised something.
What?
I just realised something, and technically I've been doing this longer than the thing's been out, so I technically did this first. This is just Resident Evil Village. We must go and get the things from the four corners from the other nobles before we can fight the big one. Holy crap, Resident Evil Village ripped off my idea.
So the rats didn't really put up a fight. This guy's just too corrupted to even think consciously anymore, I don't think. So, plus they had a holder locked up that wants your ass.
yeah. Yeah. That was an oopsie daisy right there.
There's also a changeling somewhere, and then there's the lady in the center. The one who's calling herself a godslayer. I think that she truly doesn't really understand, but we'll see what happens.
She just looks bewildered at Cody and says, "How do you all keep up with this?"
Just in the far
We've been
distance, you hear a cry.
For a long
In the far distance, you hear a cry. I am Lord Magnum. Kneel before me.
It was like, we've been doing this for a long time.
I see.
Oh,
Originally started out by, the gods offering us a favor.
Mm-hmm.
I probably won't get my favor, to be honest. Because, because it goes against the gods. As much as I'm mad at her, they hurt my mama.
Oh. That sounds awful. Obviously don't know the whole context of that, but that sounds pretty awful.
They took away they hurt Shadow Mama.
Right. I take it this Shadow Mother was. I take it you were quite close to her. Well,
Shadow Mother's Shadow Mama's the one who made the Namr.
Oh,
She made all demons and fiends. She's called the mother of demons for a reason.
I mean, you and her did have a bit of an argument before then, Miasma just says.
We did, but she's still my mama.
wow. It seems I have a load to. Seems like there's gonna be a lot more stories to come. But that's very sad. Is she quite all right? I mean, as it stands.
Kiwi's meant to be looking after her.
I got her
Maybe
working
so.
deliveries in the back.
We should.
Kiwi's that god Kiwi, the newish one, I guess, is meant to be looking out for her. Don't know if I trust her though. She just seems too dumb.
Right. Well, we should. Well, once we get out of this part thing, you should probably. Maybe we could go on. Check on her when we get time as soon as we can. Or,
Holy shit! What?
I can imagine I'd have a few little places I'd want to go. My old village. My
Well, I'm
yeah,
still
my
mad
old
at Mama.
hometown.
She wants me to do something that even she couldn't do as a god.
Mhm.
She wants me to go after the people who hurt my kind. But I got caught by them once already.
Right. We have a
I don't know
whole.
what to do about it yet. Either way, we've got a job to do here. Let's focus on completing that first and then do other stuff.
That's a good plan. We get out of here, then we make a to-do list. Sounds wonderful. And then
I
she's.
hate that I have to act like a grown-up. This kind of hops off the table.
I mean, life definitely gets more complicated when you have to grow up. Yeah, that's true.
I'm not meant to grow up.
Well, maybe not physically, but we all grow in
Even
different ways.
mentally.
In
Like,
many different
literally,
ways.
when my kind are labeled eternal children, it's in every aspect.
Right.
Either
I
way.
guess. Yeah, that'd be fair. We've learned a lot of interesting stuff there. Thank you. It's and of course, map sealed. Now, we should probably be looking to get out of this horrid creature once and for all.
Let's get out of this mirror first.
Sounds like a plan. And she's is the mirror? What, is it like a portal or something that's?
I'd assume it's more a case of it be where the front door would normally be.
How do we get out, Allo?
Oh, Allo just walks up to a door. It doesn't have to be a specific door.
Okay.
And she just opens it.
Oh. I will go through said door.
Yep.
Yeah.
For some reason,
Gracious would have a.
all the doors here sound like an old man. Creaky door.
Before we well, I know. Well, should probably just before we step out, she does like look to the portal, well, to the door portal, and just says, "You think before we get out of this thing, we'll manage to kill it?"
Are you saying I'm already gone?
Oh right. Well, okay, I guess.
I mean, you could do Allo and Trickstem are still there to say that too.
Yeah. Okay. I guess. Yeah. She would ask that then. We'll just before she steps. Yeah. There you go. To generally
I need
to.
to BRB for a few minutes. Sorry.
Yeah. To whoever's there in the immediate area. Then I guess.
I'm sure we can do it.
I hope so. And she goes kind of like grim, kind of like almost like this like shroud of like pure anger just envelops on her face. Because after what we just saw and fought, I want to see it dead.
Imagine being nearly killed by a baby. Couldn't be me.
You just watch Uylz run up to the door and just cannonball through it.
No.
Hey, aren't we in high spirits? Then she walks through.
We have to go through as well. And before you exit Trickstem, a voice reaches your ears. A voice that's kind of familiar. Kind of soft-spoken, a little bit shy, a little bit rough to the voice. Just going, don't think too badly about what you've seen here. She's going through a lot. This is her way of coping.
Sorry, who's saying this?
A voice was saying that to Trickstem.
Oh,
You
right,
can
right.
roll a history if you want to, Trickstem, to see if you can work out whose that voice was. Petru.
Oh,
Because Petru
well,
has been looking over Codi all this time. Not Codi. Has been looking over Allo all this time, so.
yeah. I mean, it's not the worst I've seen, and if it's the way she copes, I can't disagree with that.
Allo, I'm assuming you still have got it. Oh yeah, so you just see a Trickstem say that to himself.
Just cocks head. What are you talking to?
I think I'm going insane.
Well, go insane outside, okay? I'm not sure how that would work in here.
All right, then.
Go inside outside, please. We don't want to stain the carpets. So you all exit. Well, you exit the mirror, Trickstem. Is there anything you're doing before you exit, Allo?
No, I think I need to.
Okay. I'm going to say that during breakfast you would have had time to sort out your spell stuff there, Grace. So no need
Yeah,
to worry about that. So as you all exit through, you just watch Uylz just kind of still in his cannonball pose, just on the ground going, I forgot it was flashy out here.
She just
Well,
Uylz is what is Uylz again exactly race wise and stuff?
Kobold.
I can't remember. Kobold, right? That's it. She's like Uylz, you're in like any kobold I've ever met.
That's because I'm not a kobold, I'm a dragon.
Unlike any dragon I have ever met. I've not met many dragons who enjoy mushrooms so much.
Habits of my own. You will find yourself in the room where the treasure chests were.
Okay.
And if I recall right, there is still the matter of who gets what treasures.
There is. Do you want to solve that afterward via though? Because like who knows what could happen to it whilst we're in here based on that
That is
last
true.
encounter.
That is true. I was also
Um,
trying to remember what exactly I rolled, but I think I posted those in here beforehand
mhm.
anyway, so that should be fine. But yes,
I think so. Grace just looks around like. It seems it seems as though since we've been moving through around this flesh golem, it feels like we've. Is it just me, or is it or we not made, or have we made progress to a chaotic nowhere? It always seems like we're in some sort of new hole, for lack of a better word, somewhere. like we don't quite know which way to turn, and there's like multiple ways, multiple doors. We're not quite sure which specific way.
I think I know the way. Bamfleth just says. I've been listening all night. The beats come from the hole.
Oh. When he says the hole, where's the hole located again? Is it where we are?
He'll just like get up and slowly walk to the door, leading back to the corridor. Well, while you three were exploring these, you were exploring these 3 rooms, we explored the hole over there. It's a fur drop, but that's where the beating is.
Beating the heart, so we can not only potentially get out through that hole, but kill it through that hole as well.
That is the theory.
All right. So, all right. That's I know that's where I'd say. I know that's where I would.
If you give me some time, I
There we
can
go.
prepare some vines to help you get down there.
What time you need?
Oh, I would say roughly checks how long we've been recording for. Because I will just go ahead and say this. Making your way down to that hole will trigger the boss fight. So it may be a case of saving that for when we've got more people. So this may be a short session this week, if that's fine. So he looks to you. Should take me about a week, because that's where we're ending it right here. No, it's like
About a week.
it should take just a moment or two, just enough time just to get yourself prepared. And he'll just walk over to the hole and just start up trying to grow out his vines. But that is indeed where we're going to call it for this week. Just purely because I feel like we might want to wait until we got more peeps here for this. But I will also say this. Next week, we'll be taking a break from the Devil Darlings.
Oh.
Because me and Dion will be somewhere else on the Saturday, because it's my birthday next Sunday. So
Oh.
We're
we
gonna,
wanted
yeah,
to go
we're
somewhere
going to
next yeah, we're going to Manchester.
Manchester.
So
So everyone's comments with happy birthday, you fuckwit.
oh,
Happy birthday.
I mean, to be fair, the worst part is technically Tuesday comes before that, and I can't. There's no reason to catch on the Tuesday session, so I'm expecting that in the Dark Tides of Runeterra.
Yes,
I'm
we need
wondering,
happy birthdays.
Oh,
yeah, it was happy birthday for them, of course, because I won't see. Yeah.
I mean, Wednesday's a thing still, isn't it?
All right,
Yeah,
so I will see you before then. Never mind. Well, still, happy birthday, Bruce. In case I forget to
Thank you for that.
say it.
So what I was proposing before I end this recording is, Rebecca and Ranna, would you be up for some recording of Dead by Daylight so that we've got something to upload for the next time?
Yay!
I would absolutely love it.
Okay, well with that, we will see you all next time on the Devil Darlings.
bye.
Bye bye.
Goodbye.